It's time to make friends with your brain. I'm Laura Rhodes-Levin, licensed therapist and founder of the Missing Piece Center for Anxiety. It's true I'm a therapist, but more importantly, I struggled my whole life with terrifying anxiety. If anxiety is taking over your world, you're in the right place. Let's make friends with your brain. You deserve it. Welcome back to episode 3 of Missing Piece for Anxiety. Last week, just as a recap, we talked about how anxiety is a liar that predicts doom. But anxiety has a lot of different voices. And over the next few weeks, we're going to talk about all of those voices. The first voice we're going to talk about is negative self-talk. This is a voice that we don't even realize is part of our anxiety. And it's a very basic part of self that comes out of our own primitive brain. So I want you to think of the word outcast. Outcast used to mean literally cast out of the cave. It means that you were certainly going to die. And that is where our desperate need to fit in comes from. We want to be liked. We want to be part of the clan, of the tribe. And we want to be an important part of the tribe so that we're taken seriously and not cast out. And the way our body likes to make sure we keep this elite spot is basically by bullying us. So this is negative self-talk. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, negative self-talk has been plaguing me my entire life. And it says things to me like, you're stupid, you're fat, you don't know anything, don't say anything, people will make fun of you. I'm not so worried about people making fun of me at this point at the ripe old age of 55. But there's still that part of me that wants to say the right things and that will analyze what I just said to make sure that I said it properly. And this voice becomes negative self-talk. And I ask people, if you had a friend in the room who spoke to you in the same voice that you speak to yourself, would you be friends with that person? Would you? Would you be friends with someone who told you you're probably going to fail this interview? You're not going to fit in at dinner. You don't eat the right things. You don't have the right belief system. These are things that we tell ourselves and we worry that other people are going to say to us. But if I had a friend who told me, you're fat, you don't have the right belief system, and nobody's going to like you, I'd be like, get out of here, you bitch. But I don't say that to myself. I actually listen to that negative self-talk, that voice that wants to bully me into not getting cast out of the cave. Speak to yourself like you're your real friend. And this takes practice. What is really important to remember through all these videos is it's not really helpful when someone says, don't do that. So if I say to you, don't do negative self-talk, all that leaves you doing is focusing on negative self-talk. So I want you to replace negative self-talk with positive self-talk. So if you are going to say, go on an interview, instead of saying to yourself, you probably won't get this, other people are going to be qualified, and all that negative self-talk that is going to ramp up your anxiety, dump adrenaline and cortisol into your body, and basically make you shaky through an interview that you probably are really capable of getting. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going out for this interview. I want you to replace that talk with, you can get this. Someone's got to get this. Why can't it be you? You are right for this job. They're going to see something special in you that they won't see in someone else. And this goes across the board. If you put on an outfit and you're being critical of yourself, I want you to look at the things that look nice. Look at the things that look good and be that friend to yourself. So the module for this week, the lesson for this week is to recognize your negative self-talk, that mean bully that lives inside your head that you talk to and listen to all the time. And I want you to try and become your own best friend. And it's hard. Okay. This is not easy, but it's easier than it sounds, because what we're doing is we're rewiring how our brain thinks. If our brain is used to going to negative, it will continue to go to negative. The brain is really malleable. And if you say negative self-talk, no, replace with positive self-talk. Negative self-talk, no, replace with positive self-talk. Eventually you'll go, no positive, no positive. And then eventually you're going to go straight to the positive self-talk. And that's who you need inside. That's who you need to get you out of bed every day, to get you to face all of life's challenges. So I challenge you this week to be your own best friend. In the next coming weeks, we're going to deal with other voices like wounded child, the observer, the capable adult self. But for this week, say to yourself what you would say to a friend. You know how to find these words for other people. So this week, be your own best friend. See you next week. Thanks for tuning in today. And remember, mental health means right-size feelings, all of them working together. Don't wait until your mental health is working against you. Stay ahead of your wellness and live in harmony with your brain. See you next week.